Hey everyone, it's Living Dead Gal and welcome back to another Sims 4 CC haul. This is my first haul of 2024, so these are going to be all of my favorite finds for the month of January. I've got a good mix of stuff here, lots of fun stuff to look at, so let's get started with clothes. And we're going to be looking at the feminine frame first. Now, this haul is going to be a little bit different than my others because I'm actually for the first time including Maxis match hair. So I have some alpha hair and some Maxis match hair in this haul. The clothing, accessories, and shoes are all kind of mixed in together, but I have separated out like the sections of Maxis match and alpha hair, and I'm gonna have chapters for that as well as just the sections of each article type, whether it's clothing, shoes, accessories, so that you can kind of skip ahead through the chapters if there's, a particular area that you're interested in. But, you're more than welcome to watch each section here. Normally I do, alpha hair for my CC hauls because I tend to be more of like an alpha hair user as far as like the Sims I play in my Let's Plays and things like that. But recently I've been kind of playing around with some Maxis match hair and expanding my style a little bit more. No, I'm not changing. No, I'm not giving up my alpha hair or anything like that, which, I know might not be the most popular thing, but I like kind of playing around with both. I had mostly stuck with alpha hair for a lot of my Sims because I thought it matched my Sim style better, but I've been playing around more with Maxis match hair, and I've kind of found that it actually does work on some of my Sims, and I've been experimenting with just different styles for my Sims, and I've been having a blast. So I wanted to share everything with you guys because I know a lot of you guys, you like my hauls, you download the clothes and stuff, but a lot of you are Maxis match users. So I wanted to incorporate both, and as always, the clothing and shoes options are a mix of both. I may have a little bit more alpha stuff this month, I'm not sure. I don't have quite as many articles of clothing as I usually have because my hauls tend to be really long and there tends to be a lot of stuff in them, and I wanted to kind of simplify it a little bit more, so I'm trying to do smaller, shorter hauls because I really want to make sure that I get one in every month for you guys. That's my goal, is to have 12 hauls this year, occasionally more if there's anything like specific that I'm doing shopping for, like maybe I'll do like a toddlers or kids or an infant CC haul, or an elders even could be fun, or a specific one to masculine Sims. But as far as my standard hauls where I kind of look for stuff for feminine frame and masculine frame each month, I want to make sure that I get one in every month. That is my goal. So I'm excited to have this January haul. I found a lot of stuff that I really liked. Again, not as many clothes as usual. I focused a lot on hair this month, but I got some really cute PJ sets, which I was excited about because I feel like it's the perfect vibe for January, just getting cozy and comfy. So I loved all of the different homeware pieces and kind of casual stuff that I was able to find. Usually I don't have a lot of casual stuff in my game. I go for like the really bold and wild pieces, so it's been kind of fun to download a little bit more like basic and casual CC. Now, for the male frame Sims or masculine frame Sims, I found a lot of stuff this month. I was really happy with it. It's pretty close to the same amount of stuff that I found for masculine frames as what I found for feminine frames. The hair is a lot less, but the clothing items, I actually did pretty good this time. Usually it's like really off balance, but it's pretty close. I think I maybe have one extra link for the feminine frame than I do for the masculine frame. And honestly, I think my favorites are actually the stuff for the masculine frame Sims. I don't know, I just really love each piece that I found and I can see myself using it. I love these t-shirts. I got some stuff by McLean Sims on the Sims resource. They're one of my favorite creators for masculine frame Sims, and I really like all the pieces that I got from them as well. And it was kind of nice to start fresh. I've got some new CC models. These are some Sims that I recently made this month that, maybe I'll find a way to get them into some of my Let's Plays, but for now I really enjoyed creating them and kind of posting pictures of them on Twitter, so I wanted to get them into my CC haul videos. So I know they're not my usual CC models, but I like to mix it up from time to time. And this is Damien here. I particularly love him, and I'm hoping to get him into one of my Let's Plays, definitely. But I really enjoyed, you know, everything that I found for the male frame. So I hope there's some stuff you guys like. Again, it's just kind of a mix here of both alpha and Maxis match. So some things like this suit are a little bit more just strict Maxis match, and then other things are a little more of an alpha vibe. So hopefully there's something here for everyone. But I was happy to finally get some stuff to show some love for our male and masculine presenting Sims, because let's face it, it's really hard to find CC, you know, at least in volume for the male frame as to what you can find for the feminine frame. And in game, I mean, we barely get anything for our male frame Sims. I feel like I say this every CC haul. But yeah, so I really do like all of the different pieces that I was able to find, and I hope you guys like them as well. It feels super weird to record this as just a voiceover because I'm so comfortable and used to using the face cam now that it just seems really, really strange to not be looking. Like, I'm still kind of looking at my camera as if it's on, but it's not. It's just, you know, for these, I could record with face cam, but I thought that it would be a little distracting since the focal point of this is to really highlight the CC. You know, I don't mind using face cam for a cast video or tutorial or anything like that, but when it comes to these CC hauls, I feel like it would be a little bit distracting for me to use face cam. But if you guys want me to, I can. But I think for now, you know, it is nice to have an occasional video where I don't have to use face cam and like do my hair and makeup and all that. So it is kind of nice, but it feels strange because I'm very used to being on camera now, which is funny because when I started my channel, I was, you know, 100% never using face cam. I didn't think I would ever get to a point where I'd be comfortable using it. And now I absolutely love using face cam because I feel like sometimes I can express myself a little bit better to you guys in that way versus just being on a voiceover. But anyway, this is more of a chill break. As you guys know, I love to ramble during these CC hauls, but we are getting into the Maxis match hair. So kind of coming back to that, which I talked about in the beginning. Yeah, I'm not like making a switch or anything like that because I don't want to. I would like to be able to use both on my channel. I used to use both Maxis match and alpha hair when I just played for myself. I would, you know, have some Sims and some saves that used Maxis match hair, and then I would have others that used alpha. I'm not a huge fan of mixing them like together in one save unless, you know, some of them can be like passing one or the other. Like I've got some alpha hair that can blend in with the Maxis match style really nicely and vice versa. And there's nothing wrong with that if you like to blend both in a save. This is just my personal preference. But I stopped using Maxis match hair when I started my channel because I really started to come into my own sim style then. Like I didn't have a defined style, and I still don't think I have. Like, I don't really view myself as having a particular aesthetic for my Sims or anything like that, but I do have just a natural style, I think, that comes through in my Sims. And as I kind of developed that and learned more about my own preferences in creating Sims, you know, doing this channel really helped me kind of come into my own as far as how I want my Sims to look and how I design my Sims, because it pushed me to create a lot more Sims and it pushed me to focus on a lot more details because, you know, I'm always like trying to put my best foot forward for the channel. So as I have developed my Sim style a little bit more, you know, I thought, well, I should really stick with one or the other, and my preference will always probably be alpha hair. It's just my favorite. There's nothing wrong with Maxis match hair, and I've grown to really, really enjoy it this past month as I've been playing with it with my Sims, but I just tend to be more of an alpha simmer. So I was kind of straying away from using any Maxis match hair because I thought, you know, it wouldn't match my current Sim style. But as I've been playing with it, I think it looks fine on my Sims that are more realistic. I don't think that it looks bad. I think it works really nicely in certain, you know, aesthetic types, like with different G shade and gray shade presets. I really like the look of it, and I'm enjoying mixing both. And so that is why I wanted to incorporate both of these styles into this haul for you guys. And if you like that, I'm definitely probably going to do that in the future because I'm just having a lot of fun playing around with both styles of hair. Maybe that's confusing to not like be on one side of the fence or the other, but that's just kind of where I'm at right now, and I'm having fun experimenting. And I know some of you guys, experiment too. Like a lot of you had commented on my current household video that you use both, and so hopefully with this haul you're able to get a lot of goodies that you would like. Found a lot of really nice hair for male frame Sims. Again, not as much as feminine frame, but I found some really good stuff, and honestly there's a lot of really good creators out there for masculine hair, so I feel like next month maybe I can dive a little deeper and I can get us a little bit more as well. I was trying to focus on things that were, you know, obviously new to me for the month of January, but also things that were relatively newly released, so it's stuff that, you know, you guys can go get now. I didn't want to get anything that was too old, but there are some pieces that are new to me, so you guys might have seen them before, like they're a couple months old, but they're creators that I just recently found myself. And I also tried to make sure that I put in content that is available now. There are maybe like 3 or 4 pieces that I think are still in early access, because I was trying to filter Patreon by showing me, you know, everything that was available to the public now. But Patreon has like changed a little bit. So for some reason, like when I filtered everything to be public, it was different. So like sometimes, you know, creators will have public posts that show preview images. And when you go click on the actual download link, it takes you to a post that might be locked under early access. And so what happens is usually there's a little indicator that says if a post is unlocked for me if I'm a patron of theirs, but for some reason like that indicator is not there anymore. I don't know if Patreon got rid of it, but I was clicking on, you know, I filtered by public and then I was clicking on links and I thought that the items were available to the public now and not in early access, but I think some of them might still be. And then there's a few items on the Sims resource that you get with the monthly membership like a week or two early. So there might be a few things that are still in early access. I'm trying to indicate that in the Google document, but everything should be available within like the next week or so, I think. But yeah, a lot of new stuff, some stuff that's been out for a couple months, but again, I had kind of missed out on it. So hopefully I'll be like really up to date with all of the new releases, but I'm also always looking for and finding new creators. So there may be things, you know, that I find next month that were released years ago, but it might be a creator that I just found, because a lot of you have said that I've helped you find new creators too. So I want to be able to continue to do that for you, because that is one of the fun things about CC hauls for me. I download a lot of CC. I have way too much CC in my game. That's why for these hauls, I take everything out except for what's on my models and what I'm showcasing in the CC haul. But I really like, I'll download things and I'll kind of forget about them. And so when I do these CC hauls, it's really nice to focus in on each piece, and then I can really think about, oh, I want to use this for this sim in the future, or it gives me an idea of like a future sim design that I want to make. I'm like, I have to use this hair on somebody. So it's been kind of nice as I've been pulling stuff together, and I've just been, you know, curating things that I started downloading this month and started using on some of the sims I was making. So I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope that you guys enjoy the hauls, and I hope that you like this new sort of format where I'm including both Maxis Match and Alpha Hair. I know that, you know, it was a mix of everything with clothes and shoes and accessories before, but I hope that you guys like this sort of updated format, and let me know in the comments if you do. And, you know, if you have a preference on which hair type you like to use, or if you like to mix both in game, I would love to know. Just no fighting about which CC is better, no trashing one type or another. We all make amazing, beautiful sims no matter what CC we use, or if we use no CC. But yeah, I really enjoy doing these hauls, and I want to do my like monthly CC haul, so I'd like to do, you know, a total of 12 this year, but I definitely would be down to do like specific hauls as well. You know, I was thinking about maybe doing like a goth CC haul when the Goth Galore kit came out, because I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed in the fact that, you know, it really just only scratches the surface of goth, and it's kind of questionable if it's goth or not. Again, if you watch that video, I don't know enough about it. I'm not an expert in that. Like I shop at some stores that might be considered goth, but I'm not goth. Like I don't really listen to goth music, or, you know, I'm not really a part of that culture, but I do really like that style, and I'd like to have that for some of my sims that kind of are more into that culture. So I do download a lot of CC that can kind of fit into that category, but I don't know, I thought about doing one, but I was like, well, you know, I'm not an expert, so I don't want to like offend anybody if I'm, you know, if I'm trying to put something out there and say that it's a goth CC haul, but it doesn't really meet all of the standards. So if that is something you guys are interested in, I can definitely recommend creators that kind of fit that bill, and I could definitely do some more research and kind of look into different types. But I know there's a lot of other creators out there who have done that stuff, but that's just an example. You know, I'd be definitely down to try different like mini hauls for different styles of Sims and things like that. I've really been into Create a Sim lately, and I've been having so much fun with just making Sims in my free time. And you know, it's important to me when I am making content for this channel that I do make time to do some sim stuff for myself. So I've been having a lot of fun creating Sims off camera, and then, you know, I might just make a little short featuring them or use them in a CC haul video. So yes, it still works towards my channel, but when I'm creating the Sim, I'm not creating them with any like content plan or intention. It's just me having fun and creating a Sim, and it's been really therapeutic for me this month so far, and it's been a nice way to continue to enjoy the Sims, you know, outside of content creation. So I don't even know, guys. I'm like blabbing on about nonsense at this point. We're getting close to the very last section here, which is the shoes section. So I found a couple of really nice sets of shoes. One thing, and I forgot to say this at the beginning, each number corresponds with a link. So in some cases, like at the very beginning, I think there were like a couple of different shirts and tops or shirts and bottoms that all went together under one number. That's not a mistake. It's actually because they're all part of a set. So I will be linking you to, I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to give you like a standard Google Doc, or I'll link you to just a completely like public, free, available to access right now Patreon post. I'm just going to see whatever looks like the most user-friendly, and I'll link you guys to that with all of the CC links. So check out the video description for the link. It'll again either be a Google document or a Patreon post with all of the links to all of the CC, and it'll be based on the numbers here. So there will be sort of a header with the category that it's in, and then a number that corresponds. So that's kind of how I do this. Instead of doing like, I don't even know how many pieces are in this, but if there were 100, instead of doing 1 through 100, I do the numbers based on the categories that they're in. Especially if, you know, you're using the chapters to kind of skip to the sections you want, I figured that would make it a little bit easier to navigate. So anyway, yeah, we are coming up towards the end. It's been a while since I've done just one of these types of voiceovers, so I'm sorry if I'm just speaking complete and total nonsense, but I did just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far into my rambling. If you guys enjoyed this video and if you found some CC you liked, please do leave a comment down below letting me know some of your favorite pieces from this haul and what you would like to see in future hauls. Again, you know, I'd love to do some more customized stuff. If you want to see like a cult, if you want to see toddlers, elders, any of that stuff, you know, I'd have a blast. I'd be fine doing too. I know I did a plus size sim cast video. I'd be fine doing like a haul for pieces and like, you know, things like skin details and stuff that really work nicely for plus size sims. So those are just some ideas. But anyway, we are at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, please do hit that thumbs up button down below. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!